Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Ivy and I'm a makeup artist, YouTuber and content creator based in Asaba, Delta State, Nigeria. And in today's video, I'm going to be recreating this beautiful black smoky eye, and we are going to be talking about this increase in BBL, lipo thing, this increase in spending money, people spending money they don't have on self-care, on living the fake life. A lot is going on these social media streets. If you want to hear my gist and you want to learn how to do a wearable smoky eye, black smoky eye, then please keep on watching and don't forget to subscribe. It only takes 1 second. Welcome back, guys. So to begin with, we're going to be priming with this face primer from Edgar & Esther, the Edgar & Esther Skin Filter Primer. This primer is finished. I'm just waiting to cut it off so that I can scoop out whatever is left in it. So today we are going to be doing the black smoky eye, like black. You can rock a black smoky eye, or if you can't risk it, you can do a dark brown. Follow the same steps, but in place of the black, you use a dark brown. So for foundation today, I'm going to be using my House of Tara Skin Foundation. I am in the shade SF219. This foundation is taking 2 pumps. This foundation is really beautiful. So we're trying another filming style today. I'm seeing that a lot of beauty gurus this is the style that is more in vogue now. So let's see how it goes. Let me just take off these earrings. Black smoky eye, we're here for it. All right, now we are going to color correct. I thought I had my Nuban Beauty orange corrector here, but I don't. So we're going to make use of this LA Girl Pro Concealer, the orange corrector. We're going to be taking just a tiny bit here because I have like little dark circles under my eye. We're just going to be taking that. Look, when you are going for a black smoky eye, you always have to make sure that your under eye is bright. That is the first secret. And after doing that, we are going to set. Don't worry, we are coming back. So I'm going to be taking my Beauty by AD setting powder in amber. I would have used Tony. Just dust off any excess on the back of your hand. I would have used Tony, but Tony is not here right now. Set very lightly because you are still going to go in with concealer again. We are setting because we don't want the color corrector to move. Now taking my Too Faced Born This Way concealer in chestnut. Should we use that? Yeah. No, I'm having a change of mind. I want my under eye to be really bright. I'm going to be taking my Yanga Beauty Smooth Match Concealer in SMC3, this one right here, and I'm going to be applying that under the eye. Because we have set that color corrector, it's not going to move, one. And number 2, for concealers that have like really slow drying time, they will set pretty quickly. I am not team brush for blending out under eye concealer, so you will not find me doing that. Especially my highlighting concealers. I can do that for color correctors, but not highlighting concealers. Now, before we set, we're just going to blend underneath the eye again to prevent creasing, and then I'm going to set once more lightly first before we bake with my Beauty by Didi amber powder. This style just gives that smooth under eye and that brightness. Now we are going to bake. You must bake because black eyeshadow can pour and ruin your makeup, so it is very, very important that you bake so that whatever you bake can catch the fallout, and also so that your under eye can be bright. Okay, now we're going to go into the brows, and for brows today I want to make use of my Didi Beauty and my let me make use of this, my classic, is it classic now? Oh no, this is my lip pencil. I had this classic brow pencil that I've been loving of recent. I don't have it here with me, but let me just make use of this, my Davis brow pencil, and we're going to do our brows real quick and then start with the eyes. We've gotten this as close as we can. I'm going to be taking my Zaron mattifying powder in the shade ZZ20, and I'm going to be using that to set underneath the brow bone and my transition area. We are beginning the process. Please, what is this craze with BBL of recent? I really don't understand. BBL, that's the Brazilian butt lift and liposuction. I've seen that it's been causing a lot of controversy online. I really don't understand, because for eyeshadow I'm going to be using a mixture of the Zaron Earth and the Zaron Smudge eyeshadow palette. The smudge has the black I want to use, and the Earth has the transition and crease colors I'm interested in. Now for transition color, I'm going to be starting with Dune, the shade Dune, and applying that in my transition area. I don't know this craze for BBL and lipo. Like, you're seeing young, one of those people who says never say never, you understand? Like, you can never tell any situation you could be in and you have to do these things, but like, it's just so superficial. You are seeing young girls, I'm mixing the shade Dune and Sahara now. You are seeing young girls of 20, 25, they don't have kids or anything. They are doing breast augmentation, they're doing just so much on their young bodies just to be perfect. Like you've not even gone through life. There is one YouTuber I was following, and young girl, seemed quite confident, knew her thing, was into makeup and then vlogs. I just like her. She came up on my home feed one day. I watched one of her makeup tutorials and it was pretty cool. So I just subscribed, and tell me why the next time I watched her video, she was talking about the BBL she did, the lipo. Apparently she had done it, but I was a new subscriber, so I wouldn't have known. Now we are prepping the lids. There is this, sorry, I have lashes on this thing, but this palette from Dabel, the multi-purpose palette. Oh my gosh, there's black right here. It's what we're going to use to as our base to prep the lid for the black shadow. It just helps the shadow apply blacker on the lid. Always use a base, a black base like this. It works wonders. It makes the black pop better. But if you don't have a base like this, you can actually make use of your normal concealer and a very black eyeshadow. Now I was just looking at her like, the thing with these things, once you start, you are just on the roll seeking for perfection. Like, you're never satisfied. And I was just looking at her, and this girl was under 25 years. She was complaining about how she needed, money to do this, and this is my year of drink water and face your front. So, I was just like, what is wrong with you, girl? I'm taking that blackish shade, and I'm going to be applying that all over the lid. The blackish shade I'm taking is from my Zaron Smudge eyeshadow. I just quickly unfollowed her and unsubscribed because I don't want to be seeing what will put me in trouble this year. Honestly, I was looking at this girl and I was like, you've done how many surgeries? You're still not satisfied. Like, at this point, you can never be satisfied. It's not even that you're doing it for a health reason or anything like that, or you are a mom. I can understand like a mom who is done with childbirth, just wanting to look good again and doing that. I am not ever going to put myself under the knife because I'm a scaredy cat. I'm a fear person. I've seen it go left one too many times, and I love life too much to do that. I'll prefer to use other means, exercise, do other things than that. I'm going to be taking that black on a small brush, and I'm going to start building that up into the crease. And this girl, I was, and people were like, oh girl, like, I'm telling her to go open a GoFundMe, and people were telling her, oh, she's cool, she's pretty, she's this, she's that. Some were bashing her though, and she came for those. Like, I was just like, what is wrong with this generation? Like, I really don't get it. Just keep on blending. Very beautiful. Then we're going to take like a very, very dark brown, and we're going to buffer that out. We're going to blend the crease out a little bit more, just so that there is a very, very seamless blend. See, that is the secret to black eyeshadow. You have to blend properly. If you don't do these steps, it won't look okay. Then you go back to the transition color and then blend out again. Okay, don't forget, you're going through all the steps. And then we're going to be taking that same baking powder, with this edge of my sponge. This is why I love this sponge. And we're going to just sharpen this edge right here. The black smoky eye has to be smoky. And in Nigeria here, this girl I'm talking about, she's a foreign, I don't know what country she's in, I can't really remember, but she's a foreign YouTuber. For liquid liner, I want to take, which liquid liner now? Let me use this, my Zenith Flare liquid liner. We're just going to apply that. Okay. Now, the very next step will be to apply a black pencil in the waterline. Like you have to apply, put it on really thick. Like it has to be black. If it's not black, we don't want it. All this is just to tie in the eye loop. If you miss any of these steps, oh, are you? It's your case, so. Let's see how beautiful that is looking. Then we are going to go back into our mocha shadow from the 08 eyeshadow palette, and we're going to smudge underneath that black that we just smoked out. Smudge it into the inner corner of the eye, like it has to be properly smudged. I was so shocked at this girl. I just unfollowed because I don't get power for wahala. Really, really young. And then, ooh, this is so beautiful. All right, having done that, we're going to be taking the shade called Frost. This is the final step. This is what makes the black smoky eye pop. And we're going to be putting that in the inner corner of the eye right here. This is it. Without this, can you see? Without this frosty shadow in the inner corner of the eye, this black smoky eye will not pop. I said so. That is the secret. Okay, having done that, we are then going to apply our falsies. I have this falsies on this my double lash, on my double multipurpose palette right here, and I'm just going to prep it, and while it's drying, we are going to come right back and finish the rest of the look. To just start the powder from underneath our eye, we're going to be using that same Zaron ZZ20 powder, and then come in the self-care girlies. Hey, you're seeing girls of 18, 19, 20 living the bougie life. Like, these are not kids who have money. They are influencers, they are content creators, whatever. Oh my gosh. And they are spending dollars and thousands so to fix their nails. To buy skincare, to buy makeup. Like, what? I'm taking my Zaron Brown Skin Powder in shade Cocoa to... I thought I had my Fenty Beauty powder here. Apparently, I don't. Taking that powder to set the rest of my face. seeing these young girls and I'm like, what in what is going on? And then of recent, a lot of them have been like getting exposed, like they are broke. They are actually broke. They fake life. They're actually in debt. Who are you trying to please? Who are you trying to impress? Social media is not real life. I always tell people, and I want to still smoke out underneath this lower lash line. Before we do that, let me apply mascara. What mascara do I have here? Oh, my mascara. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay. Let's make use of this Kiss Beauty 8 times mascara. Whenever I want to use this mascara, I'm always scared because if I have to set my face, it's a whole lot. I have to close my eye, otherwise. Oh, are you for me? Oh? I need to smudge out this lower lash line a bit more. Just to cover the fine lines there. And then before we contour, let's just apply the lashes because they are getting dried. You don't want it to be too dried, otherwise it will be difficult to fix. So we have our lashes on now. We're going to contour with our Juvia's Place contour powder as usual. Whenever I do a black smoky eye, every once in a while I will cream contour, but more often than not I don't like to cream contour because it will just, look too harsh. So more often than not I don't cream contour. It's Juvia's Place bronzer. I love it so much. I can't wait to do another Juvia's Place haul. I'm looking at Black Friday this year by God's grace. Let me just start saving little towards that. And then we're going to snatch the nose. Whenever I do a black smoky eye, I always like my nose to be chiseled, like really chiseled. For some reason I want to change the color in the inner corner of this eye. I want it to be gold. I think I want it to be gold. I'm going to go back in with that brush we used to dust that powder from underneath our eye and just blend this nose contour out a bit more. And then I'm going to be taking my Fenty Beauty bronzer in Mocha Mami. Like, I have put a dent in this thing. It's going to serve as a bronzer / blush for me. I love this as a blush. As a bronzer, it's just too red for me. I don't know. I use it, but I prefer it as a blush. As a blush, it just does something to the face. It gives some warmth. I love it. And these big eyelashes for black smoky eye is something else. Okay, now we are going to highlight, and I'm going to be using this my House of Sarah highlighter in dark. I'm going to be applying that. I don't know how you people are doing this. We are avoiding highlighter too. I'm not on that team. Take some on the bridge of the nose, the cupid's bow, and just under the eyebrow. I love the look it gives. Okay, having done that, there is this thing I like to do. I like to take this my Wearable NK3 brush, and where is that face powder? I can't find it. Okay, I saw you just now. Where did you go? I'm looking for the face powder I just used to set my face. Okay, I found it. This is my Zion face powder. I'm going to be taking a bit of that face powder with this Wearable NK3 brush, and I'm going to be kind of cleaning up this contour and blending it in so that there are no harsh lines. And then I'm just going to tap the brush into the powder and kind of just go over everywhere so that everything is properly blended. Before, I used to do this airbrushing thing where I would just buff everything in, but I stopped. And then we're going to set the face using my Urban Beauty Setting Spray. This is the Fear Now. Shake up, and I had to cover my eyes because it's a scary something. This mascara I use is not entirely waterproof. And we're going to press the setting spray into the face, and then I'm looking for my double brow tamer. It's not here. Double brow tamer is not here, but I'll use this in NY Tinted brow mascara. I like the natural brows in front. We're almost done, guys. So this trend, I don't know, like young girls, I don't understand this surgery thing, and then this self-care thing, putting yourself, like, hey, thousands of dollars for just, they're like self-care, this and that, because like they're seeing their mates and they want to do the same thing. Social media is not real life. I tell people all the time, but they don't listen. Well, God will help you guys. So a lot of them have been, a lot of them have been getting exposed of recent. Don't live a life you can't afford. I'm taking my Zion Vivid lip pencil. And I want to bust that myth that says you can't do a bold lip with a black smoky eye. Yes, you can do a bold lip. Ideally, a nude lip is preferable, but you can do something bright, something bold. This lipstick I'm using is the Avon Extra Lasting lipstick in Ravishing Rose. And then, do I still want to? I still want to line this lip with this lip pencil, just to darken it up a bit. Okay, then I want to take this my Maybelline Lifter Gloss and just put a little bit in the center right here. just want that juicy lip. All right, guys. There you have it, the finished look. Black smoky eye is wearable. It can look beautiful if you follow these steps the way I just listed them. To my young ladies out there, don't let anybody pressure you. Social media is not real life. Everything you see is curated. It's not, you're not living with the people in their houses, so you don't know what they are up to most of the time. I've seen people borrow just to present a particular facade online. Don't be pressured into doing anything, okay? Just love love your body the way you are. Work on yourself, do exercises, use makeup and all of that, because like I said, if you're a fear person, I can't go under the knife unless it's like emergency life or death situation. But even then, it's gonna take the grace of God, okay? But young ladies, you're still young. You have your whole life ahead of you. There was a girl story I read. The girl was 27. She had done about 8 surgeries, and I was like, that is insane. Like, this strive for perfection, beauty. You are still not going to be Miss World or the most beautiful girl on the planet. There's still always going to be someone who is prettier than you, who has prettier eyes, prettier hair, prettier lips, prettier something. Love yourself the way you are. Carry yourself elegantly, and people will accept you and love you that way, okay? It's when you start saying, oh, my ear is too small, that is when people will look and really notice that it's too small. When you come in and your courage and everything, nobody want to look at you and say this, you understand? So please, man, a lot is going on. Love yourself, guys, please. It's very, very important. In Nigeria, we lost a lot of people to this BBL thing. Like young girls who just saw and they went to some of these quack doctors and ended up dying. So many of them. Be careful out there. Oh. Be very, very careful. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for staying tuned till the end. And until I come your way again, remain blessed. Bye, guys.